Right now, somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean, a commercial pilot is cruising at 480 knots, and somewhere in the Pacific, a cargo ship captain is holding steady at 22 knots. And if you just thought, wait, what even is a knot? You're in excellent company. Most people have no idea. And honestly, the answer reaches back hundreds of years, deep into a time before GPS, before satellites, before anything that even looked like modern technology. Today, we're going to unpack one of the most quietly fascinating quirks of human navigation. Why, in a world where we measure almost everything in miles or kilometers, do the sky and the sea still live by a completely different rulebook? Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll never look at a weather report, a flight tracker, or a ship manifest the same way again. To begin, let's go back, way back. We're talking the 1500s and 1600s, the golden age of ocean exploration. Magellan, Columbus, Vasco da Gama, these explorers were sailing into the complete unknown, and they had one massive problem, which was, how fast are we going? There were no engines, no instruments, no radar, just wind, sails, wood, and a whole lot of prayer. So sailors got creative. They invented a brilliantly simple tool called the chip log. They would take a flat piece of wood, the chip, and throw it off the back of the ship. Attached to that wood was a long rope, and on that rope were equally spaced knots, tied at intervals of roughly 47 feet 3 inches apart. As the ship moved forward and the rope unspooled, a sailor would count how many knots passed through his fingers in exactly 30 seconds, measured using a sandglass. Each knot that passed through represented 1 nautical mile per hour of speed, and just like that, sailors had a speed measurement system that actually worked on the open ocean. The word knot didn't come from math or science. It came from actual rope knots tied by actual human hands on actual sailing ships centuries ago. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part most people never hear about. A regular mile, the kind you drive on a road, is 5,280 feet. That number exists because of ancient Roman measurements and medieval English land surveys. It's a completely human invention with no connection to the shape of the Earth. But a nautical mile, that's different. 1 nautical mile equals 1 minute of latitude on the Earth's surface. In other words, it's directly tied to the geometry of our planet. The Earth is divided into 360 degrees of latitude. Each degree has 60 minutes. One of those minutes of arc on the Earth's surface equals 1 nautical mile, approximately 6,076 feet. So why does that matter? It does matter because when you're navigating across a featureless ocean or sky using coordinates, latitude and longitude, nautical miles make your calculations dramatically simpler and more accurate. If you're 300 nautical miles off course, that's exactly 300 arc minutes on your chart. Clean, precise, no messy conversion factor. Compare that to trying to work with regular miles across curved Earth coordinates, it becomes a mathematical headache. Pilots and navigators don't need headaches, they need clarity, fast. This is also why aviators adopted the same system. Flying at 35,000 feet, covering thousands of miles, plotting courses across hemispheres, nautical miles and knots keep the numbers honest and the math clean. You might be thinking, okay, but that's old. Why haven't we updated this? Indeed, a fair question. But the answer is standardization, and it matters more than you think. Every airline, every navy, every international shipping company, every air traffic controller across 195 countries, they all speak the same speed language, knots. When a pilot from Dubai is landing at an airport in South Korea, both the pilot and the controller are working in knots. No translation, no conversion, no dangerous misunderstanding. In aviation and maritime navigation, miscommunication costs lives. There's a reason we don't casually swap measurement systems in the sky and sea the way we might swap currencies. Standardization isn't just about convenience, it's a safety protocol, shrouded into international law, governed by bodies like the International Civil Aviation Organization and the International Maritime Organization. Switching to kilometers per hour or miles per hour would require retraining every pilot, every navigator, every controller, every instrument, globally, simultaneously. And you will agree with me that it'll be very costly and very risky too. So knots remain, not out of stubbornness, but out of collective wisdom. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. The knot isn't outdated. It's a living piece of human ingenuity, born from sailors counting rope on a pitching deck in the middle of the Atlantic, refined over centuries, and quietly kept alive because it still does the job better than anything we've invented to replace it. It connects a 16th century deckhand counting knots through his fingers to a 21st century pilot gliding at 35,000 feet. Across time, across technology, across oceans. And maybe that's the real lesson here. The best solutions are always the newest ones. Sometimes the most elegant answer is the one somebody figured out 500 years ago with a piece of wood, a rope, and a sandglass. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and tell us what you think in the comment section. And do not forget to subscribe for more interesting videos like this.